Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we are now on Spooktober day 17, I believe, or 18. And it is another art video because I have spent a lot of time doing these drawings and not a lot of time doing anything else that I wanted to do for this particular month. But the aim is to get a video out a day. So I have some footage of drawing, so that's why we're here. We are doing a, I'd say it's an Inktober prompt. It's not, I'm really doing something Arttober, which is basically I have a list of about 5 different prompts. I pick a word based on what I feel like drawing, or in the case of this particular well, this one I did feel like drawing it, but in the case of my last art stream that I did, which was funny enough last week on this Saturday, so exactly a week after this video, before this video comes out, was I listed the words prompts for that particular day, and then my stream chose the drawing that we were going to be doing. So the story behind this one is kind of odd. I do not know where I got the word prompt for this particular drawing from. Loki is getting involved. He's currently shut out of the room because this is my third time trying to do this voiceover because he would not let me talk. But anyway, the word that I went with for this one, and I don't know why, was sturdy. I don't know if it's because last year's the word sturdy was used, or if it was another year before, or something else, but somewhere the word sturdy came up, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to draw the house from It, Chapter 1, and I suppose Chapter 2. It's just there in a slightly less compatible sense, I suppose. But the reason I chose sturdy for this is because it is actually a sturdy building. You gotta understand, even though it's dilapidated, looks like it's falling apart, the foundations have to be pretty solid for it to still be there, which is obviously what it is, because, you know, Pennywise is in there somewhere in all of its many forms. And I have been desperately trying to push myself into drawing more things that are not just my usual figures without backgrounds. I've been desperately trying to draw more backgrounds, more buildings, more perspective artwork. And originally this did start off as a perspective drawing, but I cannot draw perspective for love nor money, so I settled onto this, which is actually a slightly more complicated idea, but it turned out pretty well in my opinion. It's a lot of detail work, and admittedly the only thing that's going to actually let you know that this is the house of Pennywise the dancing clown is the fact that there is a red balloon floating outside of it. Originally I was going to put Pennywise standing in front of the door with a balloon, and then another balloon where the current balloon is, if that makes any sense. However, that did not work out, because once I'd finished sketching in all the lines of where the house actually was, I thought that that would detract from the idea that I have for this year's Inktober, which is to keep my hues to a minimum, my colours to a minimum. So the idea for this drawing was I literally wanted to go with some cool greys, maybe some slightly darker greys, just to kind of give the house some tonal shifting. I wanted the only colour really to be the red of the balloon, and maybe a little bit of colour on the doors to show that there was someone home. However, this did not, sorry, that's the way that one worked. It hasn't really worked for my previous drawing, Radio. I ended up using red, black and yellow on that drawing, but it's still, I suppose, tonally just one colour. So the first video in the series, which was Fish, was black, white and gold. The second one was black, white and yellow. Radio was black, red, yellow and white. And this one is grey, red, black and white. So I suppose 4 colours isn't too bad. It's just a different tonal shades of the colour, which we should start seeing me put in very soon, because we're getting to that point where I have to colour it in, which is what I'm about to start doing now. So I'm now going to start talking about it. I really like it. The book was not a traumatic read for me, despite what some people would think. I'm not hugely chlorophobic. Clones? I've been watching too much Star Wars. Clowns, for me, are typically disconcerting. I'm not afraid of them, but I'm not scared of, I'm not afraid of them, but I'm not comfortable around them either. I treat them with caution. My favourite clowns are actually the peridot clowns, which are the sad clowns. I have never, it's probably because I have never seen one of those in real life. I see them in photos. They're those little clown dolls I used to have when I was a kid. Like, everyone's probably had one at one point. The ones with the porcelain faces and the fabric hats and the fabric bodies. Yeah, so that, I think, is pretty much it for this video. I do hope you've enjoyed my rambling about it and this particular drawing, and please do like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time, which should be tomorrow. Take care, have fun everyone, and goodbye.